Hey guys, welcome back to Everyday Faith, day number 11. And here we have a scripture from the book of Colossians, chapter 1, verses 15 and 19. It says, "He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation. For God was pleased to have all his fullness dwell in him." When Paul admonished the church at Colossae to sing, he might very well have been thinking about this text from Colossians 1:15. In most English text translations, this passage is intended and appears more like a lyric than just a narrative or just a narrative of a letter. The reason this is true is because in the earliest manuscripts, that's the way this is presented. Paul was quoting a lyric in his letter to the Colossian church. It was a song just like the ones we should sing now. It is a song of truth and a song of theology. It is a song that helps understand God. It bears the marks every song we sing should bear. It is a song about Jesus, so sing about him. That's kind of an interesting point. I guess I've never heard that before. But it's kind of fascinating when you think of it that way, that it's like a lyric of sorts, about Jesus. And I think one of the things that we have to think about when we sing is the words of the song. Like, there are different types of worship songs, and there are different types of worship. And so ultimately, I think the challenge for me, for instance, like, do I find myself worshiping because God did something for me, or do I find myself worshiping because God is God, and Jesus is Lord? You know what I mean? I think there's a little bit of a differentiation there. Like, it's easy for me to worship, like, oh, I got a check in the mail that I wasn't expected, or I got this job I applied for that, didn't know I was going to get, or I got a promotion, or I got, a blessing in my family, or whatever it is. Like, when something benefits me, am I worshiping like the item or the object that I received, or the fact that it benefits me? Or am I worshiping Jesus because he's Jesus? That's, the challenge. And I think that's one of the things that for me, I try to wrestle with and grapple with, because it's easy for me to just think about myself and think about, like, oh, this happened for me, or God did this to me, or whatever. And then that causes me to worship it. If I worship in that situation, then really I'm just making worship about me, not about him. I don't know, like, does that relate with you, or is there anyone else who kind of, feels that tension sometimes? I think that's maybe like the takeaway that I have from today's devotion is that, I'm trying to think about where in my life can I really worship about Jesus versus worshiping about what Jesus does for me. So anyway, that's how it speaks to me today. Hopefully it speaks to you as well. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for day number 12. Catch you guys then.